In the papers today, in economics news, the Telegraph reports that the recovery in the housing market is feeding cash back into the pocket of the Treasury, as stamp duty revenues have risen almost £1 billion in the first 6 months of the financial year. Tax revenues rose 6%, buoyed by rising house prices and a pickup in market activity resulting from the government's Help to Buy scheme and the range of cheaper loans on offer. If payments continue at the same pace, the government will pocket £1.2 billion more than they had planned in stamp duty in the March budget. That, along with an improvement in public spending, could mean the government will need to borrow £15 billion less than the £120 billion forecast in March. In personal finance news, millions of people approaching their retirement are failing to properly prepare for how they will pay for old age care. The Equity Release Council have found that over 55s estimate the average yearly charge as a residential home to be £16,027, but this is 44% lower than the actual cost, and a quarter admit they will be unable to afford to pay themselves. Jonathan Bruce, Managing Director of Prestige Nursing and Care, said, "People take a head-in-the-sand approach, thinking it might not happen to them." In property news, Frank Gehry, architect of the famous Guggenheim Bilbao, is to collaborate with Lord Foster on the redevelopment of Battersea Power Station. He will be designing the High Street, which will be spread on either side of a proposed new underground station, in addition to the Northern Line. It will become the first significant project for Gehry in Britain. Foster and Gehry have already worked together on a regeneration project together. Foster designed the subway system for Bilbao, which was also credited in playing a key role in the revitalisation of the city. In this collaboration, the two architects will work under the master plan of Raffaele Vinoli, designer of the controversial walkie-talkie building. And in recruitment news, cuts in council funding are forcing rising numbers of care firms to break the law by employing workers at below the minimum wage, according to The Guardian. David Norgrove, head of the Low Pay Commission, has warned that some councils are drastically slashing the rates that they pay care companies to feed, wash and clothe care home residents, and using ruses to pay staff less than the £6.31 an hour minimum wage. 120 care providers, the equivalent to one in every local care authority, are under investigation, with claims care companies are using tactics such as not paying travel time between visits to lower their expenses in response to their slashed budgets. The United Kingdom Housing Association said that firms face a constant struggle to comply with the minimum wage law.